Hola, this is Cruz, and I'd like to share this tutorial with y'all. This is in conjunction with Tamika Sending Smiles Steampunk Swap. It's a stack suitcase swap. Hey Tamika, there are several stack suitcase tutorials out there. However, the sizing just weren't right for what we were thinking. So, excuse me. These bottom two are drawers. It just makes it easier for the stack suitcase if you're gonna attach them or whatever. That they open as drawers, and then the top one is like a clamshell type style, whatever. I'm not going to restart anymore. Hopefully I don't have to, really, because this is, yeah. So the top one we're going to start with is 2.5 by 4.5 by 1.5, and we'll do the strap and the matting at the very end. And I still, yeah, okay. Anyway, so please use a cardstock that's really heavy duty. Like, this is a Basel. I don't know what the weight is, but I think it's even heavier than 110. So don't, if you can avoid it, don't just use the pattern paper unless you print her collection out on really sturdy paper. But even then, it would be really good if you use the like 80-pound 110 really sturdy paper and then matte. So that gives you that extra strength that you want in a stack suitcase. Okay, so the top suitcase paper that you're going to start, the piece of paper you're going to start with is 9.5 by 7.5. On the 9.5 inch side, you're going to score at 1 1/2 and 4. You're going to rotate 180 degrees and score at 1 1/2 and 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. Come on, Cruz, get this right. Didn't, right, whatever. Okay, 7.5 inch side, you're going to score at 1 1/2, rotate 180 degrees, and score at 1 1/2. I'm going to score everything first, so then I can move this out of the way, and then we can, yes, do all the other stuff. Okay, so the second, the middle suitcase, which is a drawer, the drawer portion is a piece of paper or the heavy cardstock that's 9.5 inches by 9 1/4. On the 9.5 inch side, we're gonna score at 1/2 and 3 3/4. Rotate 180 degrees, 1/2 and 3 3/4. On the 9 1/4 side, we're gonna score at 2 and 2. Okay, so there's this part. Okay, oh, so this one's measurements are 3 1/4 by 5 1/4 by 2 for the outer part. The inner part, in order to make it slide in and out smoothly, I took out 1/8. Don't worry about it. Don't be scared. Math is beautiful. I'm telling you where to score without having to do the math. Okay, so for the actual drawer itself, you're gonna need that heavy cardstock cut at 11.5 by 11. On the 11.5 inch side, you're gonna score at 1/2 and 4.5. Is this right? No, I'm sorry. This is not. What? Okay, no. Scratch this off your memories. Okay. This is the drawer. Rawr. Okay, 9 7/8. I don't edit, so let's just keep going. This is the drawer. 9 7/8 by 7 7/8 is the drawer for the middle suitcase. So this is, we're going to score on the 9 7/8 side. We're going to score at 1/2 and at 1/2 and 2 3/8. Rotate 180 and score at 1/2 and 2 3/8. On the 7 7/8 inch side, you're going to score at 1/2 and 2 3/8. Rotate and do the same. So basically, all four sides are going to be at 1/2 and 2 3/8. Okay. There's that, and now we can move on to, yes, the last one. which is the bottom suitcase, and it measures 4 by 2.5 by 6. And again, the drawer and the drawer insert. This one, this is the housing, not the drawer itself, this part right here. Okay. This one is 11.5 by 11 inches. This one you score at 1/2 by 4.5. Rotate 180 degrees. Score at 1/2 and 4.5. On the 11-inch side, we're going to score at 2.5. Rotate 180 degrees. 2.5. Now for the drawer itself, you're going to need a paper that's 11 5/8 by 9 5/8. On the 11 5/8 inch side, we're going to score at 1/2 and 2 7/8. Right? Yes. Okay. Rotate 180, 1/2 and 2 7/8. And then on the 9 5/8 on the 9 5/8 inch side, we're going to score at 1/2 and 2 7/8. Again, rotate 180, 1/2 and 2 7/8. So for the drawers themselves, you're going to score for the second and last suitcases. The drawers themselves, you're going to score at 1/2. You're going to score all 4 sides the same. Listen, I am confusing myself. Anyway, 1/2 and 2 7/8 for the bottom one. Okay. And yes. So we did all our scoring, all that fun stuff. I can put this handy dandy scoreboard away. You're also going to want a nice pair of sharp scissors that you trust, that you and your hand can work into conjunction. Just kidding. Okay. And a good bone folder. So we're going to go back to the cheat sheet, to the top suitcase. Yes, this is the one that is 9.5 by 7.5 inches. And we're going to go ahead and just start folding and creasing with your bone folder. Listen, my South Texas twang starts coming out sometimes. Okay, and we're going to start creasing. Hopefully, I should have said this in the beginning. I'll put it in the description box if I remember. Whenever you are watching a tutorial and you really want to make this thing, watch it all the way through first. If you can, watch it maybe even at 2 times speed, or 1.5, something faster so you don't feel like you're wasting your time. And then go back and make it along with the person. So hopefully I don't talk too fast here so you can watch it at a faster speed. Okay, so then you have, once I've folded and creased everything, I like to cut on this side, cut on whichever side you'd like. So we are going to make our tabs. Normally I would make my tabs to go this way, but that's just too much. So we're going to keep these 4 rectangles complete, and we're going to miter in the small squares. Okay, so when we cut, here's the what's this called? Yeah, score line. We're gonna cut away. I don't cut down the middle of the score line. I cut away the score line. So the piece I'm keeping is virtually creaseless, and then this right here that I'm gonna miter off this edge right here is I'm cutting this away. That makes sense. I'm cutting the little crease out. Normally I would miter here, but I want all the strength I can possibly get with this, and so right here I'm going to get a little bit more support by leaving this straight edge here. I'm going to get a little bit more support right there, so I'm going to leave it like that on these 2 sides. So right here again, we're keeping this, so we're going to cut away I know the shadow's there. Cut away the crease and cut away the crease from this rectangle. We're going to cut the crease away. Let's call it a wrinkle. Let's get that wrinkle out of our lives. A wrinkle in time. Okay, so we just take that off. Now this last one, again, we're keeping this whole as perfect a rectangle as our imagination will allow it to be, and then we're going to cut Angle-in. I love the way the posh paper lady says angle-in, angle-in. Okay, like that. And then this one is going to stay straight. And we're going to do the same exact thing on this side. So from now on, when I cut these things out, I'm not going to really explain in as much detail. I'm cutting away the crease here, cutting away the crease from the rectangle. These aren't perfect squares, listen. I'm gonna clock myself, but maybe they are. Listen. Óyeme. Okay. And there we go. Okay. So to put them together, I'm gonna use my handy dandy, my sweet petunia boogered up, glue boogered, I promise. Little gun here. This is not, I've already used the Nuvo glue. This is the empty one. I put art glitter glue, and I'm using the fine tip. And I think this is so good in conjunction with this paper, especially because this paper, I don't know if you can tell, on the outside part it has a texture to it, so it just like really, once the glue starts drying up, it really grips. And grips in there. So if you can see the glues right here, I didn't go all the way to the edge, so I just go right. I smear it onto the edge of this side, and on the bottom I make sure it's nice and flush right here. And then I'm holding this here with my hand to make sure it doesn't slippy slide around. And then I'm gonna go to this side, do the same thing. Hi, how are ya? You can fast forward through these parts or like double time it if it's just not you don't need all that bow crap. Okay, so again right here I just smear and make it as straight as possible before the glue makes you regret your life choices. Okay, and yes, burnish it down, varnish it, whatever the word is. I think it's okay. And then right here on this side, the middle, the lopped off triangle right there. Again, you want the bottom one to be as flush to the edge as possible, because when you do the lid, you can give the lid a little bit of grace where it's not perfect on the line. The bottom you can't, because then the lid will be really wonked out. I'll show you right now what I mean. I would suggest not to use hot glue on this. Just be patient and let this take its course. This is going to be probably a longer tutorial than you're used to, maybe, just because I like to respect my 3D project with wet glue. Okay, just because, and basically I'm not good with hot glue, and for these types of things, like, yeah, it would just be so lumpy bumpy. So here, see, if I can get away with this if my box is thick, if I messed up and I didn't flush it out well enough, I can get away with this, like this sliver of a triangle over here, you know, I can get away with that. But there we go. I would have matted this before, but I want to do the construction first, and then if you want to stay for the matting, you can stay with for the end, till the end. Okay, so again, on the tab, you add your glue, and I'm holding it, see? I'm not forcing it, I'm just a gentle hold, just a light squeeze, and it's closed all the way here, and right here. There you go. And you see there might be a little sliver. If it bothers you, you can cut it off, but this just allows for a cleaner open and close situation. Does that make sense? Does anything I say make sense? There's a group of ladies right now saying nope, absolutely not, sis. Okay, so then open it up so in case your glue bled out, it doesn't stick to the bottom. Yay! Again, I'm holding it so I don't move it around as I press this down, and there you go. We have our little suitcase. We'll go back and add straps and all that at the end, because maybe you want to do that. You can figure that part on your own, whatever, that's fine. Okay, so this is the, let's do the, well, let's go in order of operations here. Okay, so this is the drawer itself. This is the one that's scored. The middle suitcase, the one that's scored all the way on all four sides at 1/2 and 2 3/8. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and fold and crease everything. Everything is everything. And then once I show you this one, the bottom suitcase set is going to be the same thing. They're just different measurements, obviously, because they're larger. This one is a little tricky, and I did write a cheat sheet as to what gets cut away and what doesn't. So yeah, fold and crease and fold and crease. Who says it? It's a paper crafting calisthenics or something. Anyway, so here we go. Again, I'm using the inside because I feel it's easier to see the bumped out part to know where to cut. So this is how I have this. Okay, so here we have our paper. What we're gonna do, yeah, let's just do it. So on this here, these 1/2 parts are gonna add support to these 4 rectangles. Okay, so right here we're going to miter just a little bit right there. We are going to cut, we're keeping this hole, we're going to angle in on this one, so we're going to cut away the crease from this side. Okay, so get your little buddy in there, cut up, and then go ahead and come here, angle in. Oh yes, okay, so this one again for strength, we're going to keep this. If you feel like when you're putting it together it's sticking out, you can trim it a little, but it should be good right there. And then that one's a straight cut, this one's an angled in cut. Can you guys hear my scissors? They're like, they're as tensed up, as squeaky as my little glue gun or glue press. But anyway, so this is what it's going to look like. Okay, we'll do it again on this side, the mirror image, a slight angle in on this 1/2 inch tab, cut away the crease right here, and then we're going to angle in here. Let's just do it this way. We're going to cut away the crease here, a straight line, and angle in right here, and cut away this long rectangle. Okay, so this is what your side piece is going to look like. Ayo. Okay, on this side again, angle in, toot, straight up. Now tell me. Angle in. Right here, angle in. And you see, by focusing on these long sides, this short side is, she done. Straight line here. Also, I hope I'm in focus. I'm trying to look here and not in the camera, lest I make grievous mistakes. Okay, so there, and then on this side again when we do the larger one, the bottom suitcase, we'll practice this. These cuttings. This one right here is a straight up and angle in, and then straight. So visual, here it is. These are straight, these are angled in right here, these are straight, cutting off the creases. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is construct it. Put your glue on, get to the edge as good as you can, as well as you can. Again, let's do the little smear here and make this as right angle-y as you can. Alrighty, I hope that when I start putting these, sliding these into the drawer casing, that it's not like totally, yeah, no, it won't be, because I did a few mock-ups. Okay, right here, and then on this side, and then right here, just like that. And these, okay, so these 1/2-inch little supports are so when you pulling your drawer, or whoever is pulling your drawer in and out, pues que no se te ponga wanga. That's funny. Anyway, so it doesn't get like stretched out or soggy, if you will, because you're gonna you're gonna be pulling this drawer in and out. See how there's very little bowing here? If I hadn't put that little lip in, it would be going. So let's glue these 1/2-inch tabs down. And this you really do, well, for me anyway, because this paper is so thick and it's just a 1/2-inch crease, I'm really pressing it in. I hope you guys are as excited about Tamika's collection. It is gorgeous, like stunning. I have always had an appreciation for steampunk, but sometimes just the constant shades of brown and brass and stuff is just not my speed. But like I told Tamika, I think she made steampunk really accessible, and it's bowing just because of right here, because of the way I creased it really hard. Anyway, I told Tamika that she really made the steampunk collection accessible to people like me that like it, appreciate it from afar, but still love our, you know, pretty colors. I mean, not that brown can't be pretty, it definitely can, but like blues and pinks and, you know, all those colors. Okay, so, and maybe I'm just narrow-minded and I don't know steampunk enough. Don't come for me, please. But yeah, I got some glue in there. Okay, so there's the drawer itself. Now we're gonna put together the casing. This is the piece of paper that we scored, that's 9.5 by 9 1/4. Let's go ahead and fold and crease. I think it's maybe that says paper crafting calisthenics, right? I don't know. Maybe not. If you know, let me know. If you have any questions, I would say the comments, but I mean, if I see a question, maybe I'll just message me on IG. Okay, so this is going to be the little casing for the drawer. Okay, so for this one, we are going to cut differently than before. We are going to, on this long side right here, we're going to angle in, boop, and then we're going to cut this straight right here. And this is just on one side, please. Listen, class. Listen, angle, cut straight. Because this is going to be supported up, baby. Right there. Okay? That was one side. Go to the other long side. And what we're going to do is we're going to angle in slightly, angle in slightly, angle in slightly. This is going to be a support tab, so don't cut that away. Angle in, angle in, angle in. So far, this is what we have. Tab, no tabs. Tab, 2 tabs. Now we're going to go here to this shorter side, and we're just going to regular old angle in on these two. But I'm not going to angle in too much because we want, again, all the support, because the, you know, suitcase on top is going to, the top suitcase is going to sit upon this middle one, and then the bottom one will of course have both suitcases. So the other side right here, straight up, cutting the crease away from this, and then angling in, and then right here, cut up and angle in. Okay, so here we are. This is what we have. This is where we started cutting here. Tab, tab, tab. There are no tabs on this side, right? But except for these, and we angled in and kept these, cut the creases away from right here. Okay. So we're going to put this together. The way I do this so that when you put your drawer in, this doesn't get caught. Whoop. When you put your drawer in, I don't do this because it might get caught on this here. So what I do is I'm going to glue like this. This smooth one goes first. The one without the tab goes first. Then this one gets glued. And then this one gets glued. Okay? So, put a generous amount of glue. Not too much. Because depending on the thickness of your paper, you don't want it to warp. And then I'm going to put glue on the inside of this. Wah, 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 wah. And I'm going to put it together in one fell swoop. Ready? Okay. And the way I do it is right here, I am making sure that this is flush there, flushy, flushy. Yeah. And then I get my bone tool and press her in. Okay. The other side again, the one without a tab goes first. We're gonna, you fold this in and apply glue to the insides of these two. Ooh, my thing is forming a little boogery goop. I need to take this off before it causes some congestion. Hopefully you guys don't hear me, my junction. Hubby and I have had like sinus congestion here lately. So I might clear my throat sometimes, but yeah. And then we're gonna varnish that down so all these tabs get glued down, baby. Let's do it. Fold it in. My daughter had her last day of digital art camp today, and I heard my husband getting ready, and I was like, oh, what time is it? It was 8:59. Her class started at 9. I was like, ah. So I rushed to wake. I'm like, is Mija up? He's like, I don't know. And so I go and I wake her up. I'm like, it's 8:59. Get up and get ready as quickly as you can. So I went back and he was pretty much almost ready. I said, can you take her? He's like, yeah, she hurry. So I got her water, got her apple. I'm like, do you want apple or cereal to take? I said, you know what? I'll fix you something. I washed her an apple. She didn't take it. That's fine. Teenagers, right? Love her. So yeah, I fixed her water, and then she got ready. She had a cute little dress on, and I helped her with the straps and all that good stuff. I love how the style comes back, because I'm like, aw, so cute, right? Memories. Okay, so here is the inside. Again, supported. Oh, I don't have my handle on here first or yet, but there you go. See, it moves in. There is quite a gap right there. 7 1/8. I did mess up on this. Oh, did I mess up on this? Snap-a-doodle. No, I didn't. No, I didn't, because let me see. Let me show you. Actually, I have stuff in here. I have scraps, but this one I didn't have those 1/8. Actually, I did. This is my prototype. I lie. Okay, never mind. I don't know where the one is that I didn't do. It's this one. I didn't do the 1AC. It's like too tight. Anyway, this is it. Is this one like that? Sure is. Okay. If I need to, if I need to amend it, I will. I'm doing it like this. Just for cleanliness, these right here, I put it down like that. Okay, so here's the next one. And then the last one, let's draw our drawer first. This is the 11 5/8 by 9 5/8. This thing. Fold and crease. Fold and crease. All of your scored lines. Paper hath no fury like a scored line, I think I've heard once upon a tale. Man, you can usually, at least as long as you haven't folded and scored, you can usually rub it out. Bite my tongue. Okay. Alright, so the same thing on this one. The way we are going to cut the drawer me looking at my cheat sheet, right, cutting away, and tab it up. Cut in right here, right, straight line here, straight line here, same on the opposite side, right here, cut away the crease, the wrinkle, angle in, slight angle in. Ooh, I almost cut up that line. That would have been bad news bears. We would have had to have performed surgery. Angle in. Okay. And then again on this, doing the same thing on this side. Angle in. Cut this away. I'll put the mat, we're getting close to matting. I'll put the matting information. I'll type it down. It might not be available right away, just so, let's be honest. But I'll get it typed up and put in the description. Or if you like, you're like, hey, bruh, you didn't do it, just kindly remind me I haven't done it. Okay, here, and then straight line here. Oh, I don't think Tamika's making these the measurements of this one mandatory. So if there's a suitcase stack that you prefer, I think she'd be okay with you doing that. But this again is just allowing for ample space. I'm pretty sure you can fit a Memdex here as long as it's not super tall. Okay, now we're just gluing our tabs, constructing our box, and then we'll glue our support tabs in. Again, doing a little smear. My smear campaign. Here. And then all of the tabs. I just got real quiet. I almost said something like a political joke, and then I stopped myself, and then my head is just like running with different things, and I'm like, girl, you're recording a video. You're not just straight up doing this, making yet another prototype. Snap out of it, Stanley. Stanley. That won't be so good. The Sixth Sense. And then the last tab here. So yeah, since I didn't have to take my daughter, usually when I take her to class, I just stay out, you know. And since I didn't have to take her, I was like, I'm gonna get this tutorial done. Stick a fork in her, almost. Okay. And then this is the drawer support. We're gonna, oh, this is the one, sorry, that is 11.5 by 11 inches that we scored. And here we go. Yeah, so I stayed home. My husband took her. I'm getting this done. But I still want to go run a couple of errands. I want to get this done. And then run a couple errands, and then pick her up. Yeah. Okay. On this side. Alright, so now same thing as before. We're gonna cut on this side. We're gonna cut this angle, and then we're gonna cut this rectangle off. Where are we? Here we are. The shadow got in my way. Just like this. Same thing on this side. Let's get that little piece off right here. And then on the other side, we are not going to cut the tab off, so we're going to angle in, angle in, angle in. Sorry, I'm hitting you guys with my knives with my scissors. Same difference, right? There we go. Tap, tap, taps. And then on this one, we're going to cut away the crease. And angle in. Cut away the crease. I don't know why I'm being so choppy with my cutting. I think it's because I'm afraid I'm going to overcut. And so I'm like... And then on this side, we're again cut right, that crease right off, and then angle in. And cut this away. All right. So again, we're going to put this rectangle with no tab down, and we're going to put glue on the insides of the other two tabs on this along the same line, along the same side. Sorry. And so we're going to fold this in here. And crease, not crease, and press it down. The other side again. This side with no tab goes down. The other two fold them back a little so we can put our adhesive. If you wanted to use score tape, you can. I don't think it's necessary. If you have nice sturdy taper. Woof. If you have nice wow, try that one more time. If you have nice sturdy paper and a good adhesive, you do not need score tape for this. If you do use score tape, I would say once you peel the paper back, apply your score tape, whatever, you're peeling the paper off, go ahead and add some white glue. It'll give you wiggle room. Yeah. I'm gonna fold this over. Yay! I just saw a notification. Deanne's Designs posted a video, so I love her videos. Hey, Deanne. Is it Deanne or Diane? I always say Deanne. Whoops. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Right here. Wow, this is long. Hopefully you guys watch this in fast speed. A little crisp speed. I will do, how about I do a separate video for the matting and the straps, just to aid with, viewability. Right? I think that's what I'll do. We'll come back and do the straps and the handles and the matting. So this one didn't. Okay. This one was cut it weird, I think. Okay, so put this down, and then here's our drawer. Perfect. All right, I'll be back with the matting, and these are not matted, but I have my papers already cut up, and the straps and stuff. Thanks. Bye.